In a single week, this past week, there were 2 incidents of vandalism targeting Hindus, and they were related. The first was at a temple, at a BAPS temple in Long Island, BAPS Swaminarayan Temple. And first of all, can we get some vandals with better handwriting? Okay, this is amateur hour. They were either drunk or they didn't bring a flashlight. There's spelling errors. I doubt that they're South Asian. No respectable South Asian will misspell terrorist like that. The kerning is all messed up. Get you a graphic designer. Like, I don't know, guys. Whoever did this will also have to be charged with underage drinking because they were a bunch of drunk 5-year-olds, or illegal, inebriation by glue or something. Either way, this is a very low IQ effort on their look. Terrorist? What is up with the curved up terrorist there? Anyways, it says, in case you can't read it, which it took me a while, it says Modi terrorist, and then in the middle, Hindustan Murdabad, I guess, and they use 2 different colors there. It sounds to me like some kind of a Hindutva death metal band. Right? Modi terrorist is the band name, Hindustan Murdabad, the album name. Very charming. Let's get the 4-year-old who did this some art lessons or something. Listen, first of all, last I checked, guys, Narendra Modi is not the Pope of Hinduism, okay? We don't have a Pope. Dharma is a decentralized civilizational bearing towards the metaphysical, nor can a BAPS mandir be regarded as a consulate or an embassy of the Indian government. But we see that these vandals want to make synonymous Hindus with India, and as of right now, the BJP is not considered a suspect, though they might support that effort. The second act of vandalism was an article in Harper's magazine. On the cover it said, "Can the Hindu lobby be stopped?" Ooh, the Hindu lobby. I don't know. When I heard Hindu lobby, I thought they meant that the little room that you take your shoes off in before you enter the mandir properly, right? But anyway, the article is really boring, okay? It was a very blunt tool trying to dissect a very complicated demographic. Hindus, let alone Hinduism, not really a monolithic entity, spiritually or politically. The article does not provide anything new. It honestly felt like a Wikipedia entry that was rewritten by somebody who is frankly bored of their job. Andrew Cockburn, you might want to think about retiring. It just takes on face value all the scurrilous accusations Hindus have faced as long as Hindus have existed in the consciousness of the West, okay? Just putting forth kind of the same old things, caste, communal tensions, the partition of India, no historicization of these things. Now, I say that these 2 acts are related because they are. They're actually the twin siblings born of a racial and cultural anxiety directed towards Indians, Indian immigrants, as we reach a maturation point as immigrants in this country. We're coming out from behind the bodega counter, we're taking off the surgical scrubs to participate in public life in this country, and that makes people anxious. And I think that's at a root level, that's how what you can ascribe it to. And of course, these 2 kinds of vandalism feed into each other in a discursive feedback loop of toxicity. The kinetic vandals of the BAPS temple who deface mandirs, they're given ideological cover by the intellectual vandals like Cockburn, who in turn take the accusations of these shitty graffiti artists on face value as they search for something to write for as they hit the limits of their elite overproduction, clumsily scrawling this mischievous screeds against a minority group, which frankly, we just want to be left alone. The communal fault lines which plague India are best left in India, guys. America already has a full plate of identity politics. Why Cockburn and the whole graffiti crew want to import these animosities from faraway lands, that is anybody's guess. But as dharmic people, what we do know about the workings of the cosmos is that thought proliferates more thought, action begets action, and targeting Hindus as a monolithic lobby can only serve to make that a reality. I frankly, I just find it a bit silly, and I do think these things are really feeding into each other in a really toxic way, and it's not going to do anybody any good. There is no real Hindu lobby to speak of in my mind, you know? You see Hindus activating as forces when they see Hinduism being maligned in the public sphere, right, on a legislative level, but these are really defensive posturing. You can't really say that Hindus are out there like, hey, time to give the BJP government trillions of dollars in military aid so they can do this, that, or the other thing, or, it's really not the same thing, right? It's all very defensive posturing that you're seeing from Hindus. I think otherwise, Indians in general, I don't know about you, but my parents left India to escape a lot of the bullshit.
Yep.
communal divisions, caste divisions, racial divisions. They wanted to leave that shit behind, you know?
Even just people standing too close to each other in a line.
That's exactly right, you know, which can account for really a lot of the tensions of India as we know it. Of just like, can you give me some fucking room, motherfucker? You know? Back up off of me and this bus, you know? You are inadvertently groping me right now. And I think it's best that we leave all that stuff behind us. That is the luxury we have of being in this country, guys. Whatever caste or creed or whatever it is that you come from in India, these are things that you can willfully just, it's no longer relevant to you. We're here in this other place, which these things, it is a blank slate opportunity for us. While they still are attempting to grapple and unravel and reconcile all of those various tensions in India, we have a blank slate here. We do not need to import all of these ridiculous ethnic and communal animosities. So my final word on that for now.